Alrighty, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday morning. I am none other than Staticnightfallwing, and today we're gonna do something we've never done before, and it'll be something that we're gonna be doing for the first time. So, gotta bear with me. And so, I hope you guys are ready because you're in for a treat, because we're going to do our pack openings and talk about certain things about the cards and what they do. So, kind of nervous on showing my face. So, here goes nothing. Making sure that... Alright. How are we doing today? I'm Static. Looking at him. So today we got good amount of packs here. They're pretty much Faded Clash, which is our first ever booster box that we got the other day. Couldn't get wasn't able to do it on the spot, but yeah. Just do this real quick. Okay, so what happens is I'm gonna open each pack and show you guys one by one. It may not capture the whole thing, but we'll give it a try and see how it goes. If you guys have questions about certain cards, I would be happy to give you the information the best I can. I might get confused on the questions here and there, but we're still gonna try. Yeah. So basically, before I get into the pack opening, just letting you guys know that I have a very strong history with the card game itself, where when we first started, I used to have a very simple way of playing the card game, and how easy it was to get the trial decks, and the rule books pretty much shows on how to play the cards and how many cards you're going to need to build a deck. In this situation, I'm just going to show you this version of the format. So basically, this was the format that we currently used, which is the crossover dress, which pretty much gives you the options on which deck to build and which clans to work with, because there are certain clans that are more suitable to suitable to others that can give them benefits. Like for this deck, for example, since I built it, and there are certain cards in the deck that I found most enjoyable to play with because they have very awesome skills. Especially the grade 3 that I currently used. If you want me to read the card's effects, let me know. just by asking me a question, and I will do my best to answer them. Okay? As we go further into the sorry, just give me a second. I just want to make sure everything looks good. Yeah, so basically I had a fair share of doing card fight tournaments, and how they went is pretty much showing off on how far I was when I went to the next stage of their format, which is the just using cards effects to their full advantage, such as cross rides and limit breaks, ultimate breaks. There's just so much you can really do in that type of thing. But yeah, before we get sidetracked, we're gonna start opening these packs and see what we get. Sorry if I kept you guys waiting long enough, but you know, I figured we get a nice talk out of it. So the first card we just opened is this card here. Sorry, it's not going to show it. This is the first card that we just pulled, which is Crushing Dragon Spinal Assault. What it basically does is, it's pretty much where when you retire a rear guard, it pretty much gets, and if you have a grade 3 Vanguard, it pretty much gets 10,000 power, so you're basically looking at a 20,000 power attack unit all the time. Well, not all the time, just until the card's effect kicks in. Sorry if you can't see it, but I will, like I said, I'll be reading the card's effects, which each passing moment, I might misinterpret on the wording, so keep that in mind. When this unit wrote upon by a grade 3 with Marlene in the card name, choose one of your rear guards and you return it to your hand. So basically, this card here is just saying you can return a card if you have if it was wrote upon by a grade 3. So it just pretty much says this would be a good card to use if you're building this type of clan. I don't know too much about this clan, but I hear good things about it, and might build the deck down the line in the future. I still have my other cards that I opened off screen, which I can show you guys after the pack opening. Excuse me. So, our next card is Arms Supply Vehicle Proclosa. It's pretty much a order card, which you can use to your advantage depending on your clan's on what your clan is. Typically speaking, if you were building a blitz deck, it kind of works in that favor. I forgot to also jump into it. Baby!
Hey?
I knew I forgot something.
I
And
don't remember. Not in DC anymore.
I know, I was like, why did I forget something?
And I haven't downloaded it on the phone, but
Yeah, I'm just going through the cards that I on the first pack I just opened.
yeah.
And our next card is an energy card. That makes energy card number 6. And looks like we got ourselves our first foil. What's that, baby? You're cutting out, baby.
Is that from the open the pack 6 altogether or all together from all of them?
Oh, it's all together.
Oh,
Yeah, I decided to do it yeah. It's kind of like what we did from the other day, the last time we did a pack opening together.
oh, that. I was from the one day into this one day
Yeah, yeah. And looks like we got ourselves our.
How many are you going?
I got plenty. I got plenty more packs to open.
No, how many cards do you need altogether?
For the energy cards.
Yeah.
Or just cards in general.
The energy card.
Oh, I just pulled the energy card, so I'm on energy card 6, so I need 4 more.
How many altogether energy cards do you need to get done? You need 4 more altogether to get
I know I need 10 energy cards to finish the deck.
That's what I was asking about. How
Yeah.
many you need for the deck?
It's pretty much 10 energy cards. Right now, we just got energy card, and that was energy card number 6. Anyways, basically what this card does is, when this is placed on rear guard, counterblast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 My Go unit from among them, call it to rear guard, shuffle the deck. So basically, this card requires the cards that has My Go effects type of thing, which is kind of weird. And I think on our last card, I think there's more to it. And we just got another Gigantic Smasher. Basically what it does is when it's placed on rear guard by ability with Rizal, this card gets a nice 15,000 power boost by itself. So basically, you're looking at a 20,000 power rear guard unit, which is quite nice because you want to get that full attack in to pressure your opponent to 6 damage. And we just got a rare card, which is the Drag Greater Yama. Basically what it does is when it's boosts. If my opponent has 2 or less rear guards, I can Counterblast 1 and Energy Blast 2, draw a card, and draw a card. And this unit gets 5,000 power to the end of battle, so basically, say if your opponent has 2 or less, it's pretty much saying this card gets a nice 5,000 power boost. At the same time, it lets you do that effect and lets you draw an extra card.
Sounds good.
It does. It can work in your favor, or it could be your downfall, depends on what card you end up drawing out on that card's effects.
How many packs have you opened up so far, and how many do you have left?
That was my first one. I was just in the middle
That
of...
was your first one.
Yeah. I was just in the middle of talking about my journey of how I started the card game before I got into the pack opening.
I didn't know if I were earlier or not. Or catching you.
Yeah. So our second pack we just opened is this card right here, which is the Stealth Rogue of Sword Throwing Kajuki. It's like Kajuki. Basically what this card does is, it's kind of like if you discard this card during your red phase, it's Soul Blast 2. It pretty much basically just drawing a card, so I don't really see it as a card that would be useful to your deck, in my personal opinion. Next card is Balsiren Falentia. I think I said it right. I don't know. So basically,
Doesn't matter if you got rid of them, right?
yeah. I'm just gonna do the best I can. That's all I can do. But this card pretty much says when it's in its place in your guard, from the drop, you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard in that specific name. This card gets 10,000 power, so in a way, it's like saying if you call me from the drop zone, I'll be instantly 20,000 power until the end of turn. I just pulled the starter of that clan that I previously have, which is the Wing Aspiration Soel. Basically, those type of starters will give you that whole thing where it's like if you go second, you're pretty much like you pretty much get to draw that card.
Is that still one of the new decks, though?
Yeah.
It's the Apache.
Yeah. It's pretty much part of the new decks. We also got Days of Training Las Korea. Basically what this card does is when this is wrote upon by a grade 2 card with that specific name, search your deck up to grade 2 or greater blitz order without... Ooh, I can't even read that part. It's like very white. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. So it's pretty much saying you can pretty much, if you have that type of thing, it lets you put that revealed cards into your deck, into your hand, and pretty much shuffle your deck. So it's like, I guess it's worth it if you're looking into like trying to avoid undrawing your over triggers, which to me it would be nice, because saying that it can help accumulating of time. It's a very interesting draw trigger. Oh, now I see what it is. Okay, it's one of those draw triggers that gives itself an extra 5,000 power shields type of draw trigger. Ooh. Looks like we got ourselves a double rare, guys.
I will show you.
So basically, we just got this card. This is a very interesting card because it has to be in the back row for this card to work. Even though it's a grade 1, which would make sense. If it was a grade 2, then I would have been questioning it. They're saying, "Sir, I demand to tell me why this grade 2 requires to be in the back row." Don't mind me, I'm just being silly. Basically, as it says, at the end of the battle, this unit boosted if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater. Put this into your soul. Choose the same number of your rested rear guards as the number of rear guards placed during the battle phase this turn by ability of your Vanguard with Alden in its card name. Stand them. If you stand 2 units, you get to pretty much draw a card. So I could pretty much see this as a, hey, this could be good for your Alden deck if you play your cards right.
You could build it, right?
Yeah. Looks like we got another double rare. That's 2 double rares in one sitting, guys. This is
that's why you hope for when you buy a.
This is Carefree After Class. The name itself is funny. Carefree After Class. Just skip that part. But the first part of the name was funny. It's like, I'm carefree. I'm gonna be carefree after class. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Curie in its current name, at the end of battle, this unit gets boosts and 5,000 power. And then it has a second effect, which has at the end of your turn, I get to put this card in the soul, draw a card, choose one of your Vanguards with Curie in its card name. For every 2 rear guards of that unit, choose up to one of your rear guards and return it to your hand. So it's like, it pretty much bounces that card back into your hand. So it's like, I'm not sure how much that would do for you, but I'm pretty sure we can all say that that would have been a great card to use when you're building that type of clan.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead and pack down now, baby.
Okay, baby. Have a good day at work.
Enjoy the rest of your pack opening.
I will, baby.
See you later, baby. Love you.
See you later, baby. I love you so much. So now we're on our 3rd pack opening. Looks like we got Desired Devil. It's kind of like this card here. It's quite a nice card, if you ask me. So this card is pretty much, when this unit is placed in rear guard, choose up to 1 card with. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, we don't have to worry about that then. This is pretty much a grade 3 for the one deck that I I find it interesting to use, but it doesn't really have that great of effect, so we don't have to worry about reading that card's effect. Looks like we got Smiley Albania. So basically what this card does is, if I have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, this card is basically like, if you use it as a rear guard, it gives that power, and if you use it as a guardian, it gives that nice thing going. Excuse me. Okay, so our next card is Full Pigment Dragon. What this card does is, when this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with that specific name in its card name, combats one and put another front row rear guard into the soul and draw a card. So I guess in a way makes it worth it. I don't know. Makes it weird for me to use it, you know. So you with it. Okay, our next card is Knight of Great Advance Accessor. This card very much requires Razel. Basically what it says here is, when ruled upon by grade 3 with Razel in its card name, choose up to grade 2 or less card from your drop and call it. Yes, we got another one, guys. We got ourselves an energy card, so basically I would need my thing's over there. Give me a second, guys. So what I'm trying to do is get enough energy cards so I can have energy cards for this deck. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes it 7. So I need 3 more energy cards to finally get the energy cards I need to make this work. Okay, looks like we got ourselves a Sentinel. Basically with these ones, guys, it's pretty much it's a must-needed situation, because it prevents your opponent to go full on, hey, I'm gonna hit you with a critical trigger. It's like, yeah, well, that card prevents them from doing that. Ooh, we got a triple rare, guys. This is a triple rare. That was a nice one, because that was a triple rare. Triple rares usually go for a good price, you know. Looks like we got Confident Aqua Maset. What this card does is, when this unit is rolled upon by grade 3 with card with Chris Rain in its card name, reveal the top card of your deck, call it to rear. If it is a grade 3 or less unit, normal unit, put it into your hands. If it's not. So extra cards in your hand, goodbye me. Looks like we got Blaze Ember Dragon. Boom. When this unit is rode upon by Boulder Axe Dragon, call it to beer. Soul Charge 1. During your turn, if you have a great or greater Vangard with Varga in its card name, this unit gets 2,000 power, so you're pretty much looking at a 10k power thing. So our next card is, looks like we got ourselves a starter, guys, which is quite nice because with these type of starters you would want something that could help you build the deck down the line. Yes, got an energy card, guys. So that's 3, 5, 8. So we need 2 more energy cards and we're pretty much done with that. Got our next card here, which is a Sentinel. Pretty much does a thing where you kind of just add to discard a card from your hand for you to use this, for you to use that card's skill type of thing. Yeah. Okay, so our next card is Keen Prodigy. That's a strong word. When this unit is boosted, when this unit boosts, if your soul has 5 or more cards, Counterblast, Energy Blast 2, draw a card, and you should get 5,000 power to the end of the turn. I don't know how good that is, so I can't really say about that. What's this? Double rare. Swing by Dragon. Swing by Dragon. How awesome is that? Basically, it's when this unit is placed on rear guard from hand, if you have a greater Vanguard with card name, Counterblast 1, draw a card. Second effects for when other units stand by card effects. Soul Blast 1. This unit gets 2,000 power to end the turn. If you Soul Blast a grade 3 or greater Astron on this card name, stand this unit. So basically, it's like you can pretty much stand this card back up if you Soul Blast a grade 3 type of thing. But you would need that grade 3 for that to work. And that's pretty much it for that pack, guys. We're moving on to the next one. Next, looks like our next one is Heartwarming Lorcara. Nope. The plushie's hiding. So basically what this card does is when this unit is rolled upon by resolve to sing until the end, choose up to 1 grade 2 or less normal from your hand, call it. This doesn't really do much if you know how to use it properly. So, let's see what other card we have next. Ooh. Gargon. It's like one of those grade ones that pretty much, I'm using my actual face, so it might want to hold on to that hydration stuff, unless it's just one of those regular I have to hydrate type of things. But basically, this card is just like one of those great ones you saw in our previous pack openings. It's kind of like one of those cards that gives itself power based on if it's in rear guard or guardian circle type of thing. And looks like we got ourselves a order card, guys. I'm not really going to get into the card's effects because it's very short and simple. Overflowing thoughts and song. It's kind of like one of those critical triggers that goes into soul after boosting type of thing. Yeah, it pretty much goes into soul, and then you choose that card, and that card gets 2,000 power. So I just don't really see it as a good thing type of situation, depending on how you build the deck. Oh yes, looks like we got the order card from that one card fighter. I don't know if this is... I might have to check on the rarity on this one, so yeah, give me a moment, guys. Let's go to the site. We're still trying to work towards getting more energy cards. Who did that? What's causing mischievous things? There's a different one. Oh, it's a frameware. That's an interesting one. I don't think I ever heard of that one. I'm curious how hot does it get having a beard. It kind of depends on how long you had it growing out for. We got a frameware, guys. $3. Hey, it's Broadway. What's going on, man? You're just in time. We're not even that close to finishing our pack opening. But you came at the right time, so welcome. I was just showing you guys this card that I just pulled, which I found out that it's a frameware. It's going for $3. Basically, it's an order card, which requires operate. It's a skill where it pretty much plays in the order zone, and you pretty much can use it at that timing that it's during your turn. Our next card we have is number 2. We'll just pull that one again. And looks like we got ourselves a Sentinel, guys. The frameware is pretty much a nice one to get. So basically, we just we're pulling a great amounts that we've got so far. So if anyone has questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And so far, we already have 3 energy cards to our previous 5 that in our deck, which I'm going to show after the pack opening. And then this way you guys can see. So you can see what type of build I might go for. Alright, on to our next pack. The frame rare is kind of a interesting one to see. Knowledge Seeking Fairy Strawberra. So basic, what this card does is, when this is rolled upon by Verity Feast Dragon, draw 2 cards, choose 2 cards from your hand, discard them. During your turn, if you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Cristianos in this card name, this unit gets 5,000 power, so basically you're looking at, I think it's a 13,000 power unit, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Looks like we got ourselves another order card, guys. Order cards can be beneficial. It depends on what type of builds you're looking into building. So far we have cards from different clans that might interest you in, depending on what that type of thing ends up being for you. Okay, so basically what this card does is pretty much energy blasting, and it lets you choose a card, and that card gets 25,000 power. So it can do a lot of damage. Direful Doll. I gained Direful Dolls. It's crazy. At the end of the battle, it boosted if Vanguard with Direful Doll in its card name. Bind this unit. Choose up to 2 cards with Direful Doll in the card name drop and put them to your soul. So basically, if you have a grade 2, grade 3, grade 1, whatever, this card here pretty much helps your deck when you build that type of thing. If that ends up making sense. I don't know. So, but anyways, how you doing, Broadway? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I know you're busy with classes, and other things that's going on. Yeah. Looks like we got Oath Upon Mother's Sword. Kind of showing you guys what this card is, and I'm going to read the card's effect. When this unit is rolled upon by a grade 3 card with that card name, look at the top 5 cards in the deck, choose up to 1, its card name, or up to one blitz order from among them, reveal it, put to your hand, and shuffle your deck. So I can't really say what it actually means, because I don't really build a deck like this. So that might be something down the line. Formation of Command Destiny. Check it out. It's quite nice, but I'm not going to read that because it's not really worth it. Ooh. Looks like we got ourselves a double rare. Strife Command Dragon. You get to see the card. It's a double rare. When this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, if you have a Great Deal Radio Vanguard with Triumph Dragon and its card name, +1, and draw a card. When it issues attacks at the end of the battle, so I might build this, a deck around this, and then there might be another build in a different way afterwards. Another double ray, going back to back. Yeah, so this didn't really do much, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Not gonna worry about that. Okay, next one. Hey Nova, how's it going, bud? We're doing pack opening today of my favorite card game, CardFight Vangard. And so far we've been getting a good amount of cards out of this pack. Mercy's Sullivan Horn Beasts. Looks like we got a Sullivan Horn Beast card. This one I've already read, but I'm gonna read it to you guys. Basically, it needs a Magnolia for its effect to come in, where it's like kind of a Celeste one. Choose a Great Deal Greater card from your drop, or normal order from the drop into your hands. If it's pretty much on rear guard, it gets 5,000 power as long as it has Magnolia in its card name. So you're pretty much looking at a 15,000 power attack, 15,000 power unit coming at you every time, because your Vanguard's always going to be Magnolia. So yeah, we're pretty much close on the energy cards part. Okay, so looks like we got a Warrior's Rest. I love the artwork. It's quite nice. And then once we are done with pack openings and such, I will show you guys on how to build a proper deck in actual person form, because even though in game you kind of saw on how to build a deck, but in person it's kind of like, here, I'm going to actually show you on how to do that. Alright, I know this card's so I'm not going to go to that. Heat Elemental Merge. It's a fun trigger. If that's not cute, I don't know what it is. That's like a Shadow of Spring. How do you make that? I make this shit up. But anyway, so you guys go. It's a weird card. I'm not gonna go into details with that one. Ooh, we got a Blitz Chaser Laughing, which basically is this card here. Like the back out. When it's used, it boosts if it's a third of its turn or more. I get to Counterblast and Energy Blast. Draw a card. It gets 5,000 power, so that's pretty much a 13,000 power by itself. And looks like we got ourselves a double rare. A double rare. That's kind of nice. Beloved Response Girl. Not going to get too much into detail with this. What this card does is, when this card is returned to hand from your guard, if you have a Great or Greater Vangard with Marlene's card name, counterblast 1, and draw a card. And then the second effect is, when this unit attacks Soul Blast and it gets 5,000 power to the end of the battle. If you have a Great 3 or greater card with Marlene's card name, then that's Soul Blast also charge. Oh yeah, here it is. Was Soul Blast for the cost, it gets 15,000 power instead. So it's kind of like you have to have that moment of Soul Blasting that card so you can use its card's effect. So yeah, pretty nice stuff. We're on to our next pack opening, guys. We might do more down the road because there's another booster set that's going to be coming out. So whatever day ends up being released might be July. I don't know, but we'll have to see where it goes from here. Okay, looks like we got ourselves Sports of Festival at the Field Today. Sorry if you guys can't see it, but I'm going to try to get it to focus. There we go. So now I get to see it. It's pretty much an energy blast, so it doesn't really help out in our situation. Battle Hour Rapture Colossus. Basically what it does is, it's one of those, when it's discarded, when you're writing from your right deck, it pretty much Soul Blasts and you just get a draw trigger. That's pretty much it. Gemma, what are you doing? I caused you trouble. But anyways, we got another order card. Doesn't really give me much to work with, so I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip this card because it's not worth it. Yo, what? What the heck is this? Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at that. It even has a signature on it. How awesome is that, guys? Sparkly and Brilliant Stoko. I'm gonna see how much this is going for. This is I think this is Sparkling, Brilliance, Toko. This should be the right one. Why did it not give me the art form of that card? Oh, here it is. Wait, is that it? Haha. Guys, I cannot tell you, this card's going for broke, because I just found out that this card here, this card, worth $60 for. So that's awesome. I can't believe I pulled a card that cost that much. Of course we pulled this card. Not causing trouble? Yeah, sure, okay. Whatever you say, bro. It's kind of like one of those, if you discard it during your right phase, you pretty much call it as rest, so it doesn't really do much. Okay. We have Vivid Flash Weezmate. If I remember this card correctly. Chris Rain. When this attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if you have a grade 3 Vangard with Chris Rain as card name, grab +1, choose a, and this unit gets 15,000 to the end of turn, so basically you're looking at 20,000 power attack. So this card pretty much does the work, so wow. I think that card itself in that pack really does the trick. Compound Genius Girl, Mabel. At least I got that card's name right. So this card hand during the right phase. Soul Blast 2 and draw a card. No, that's not gonna be a good substitute. Carrying Sage. I think this is one of the cards that you have in your deck that I gave you, bro. When this unit is relied upon by Knight of Calming Silence, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a grade 2 or less, normal unit, you may call it severe. If you did not call, put that revealed card from hand. So it's pretty much if you don't choose that card gets discarded. So I don't know if that's gonna do you any good with that. Knight of Common Silence, and look at that, we just pulled that grade 2 on the spot. I think this is where it requires that grade 3 that you have, bro. So if you want these cards, come on in and I will give them to you. Okay. Looks like we got ourselves Lively, Navy, Tipline. No. Nasty Leaf, Loafer, Vanilla. Basically, what this one is when this unit boosts, if you have 3 or more units with different card names. Counterblast, Energy Blast, draw a card. This unit gets sent 5,000 power, so it's pretty much a 13,000 power boosted units. And we got ourselves a triple rare. Look at that! Triple rare! I can tell it's triple rare because I can see it right here. And, looks like it's a Sword Princess of Dream Blades. During your turn, if you have 3 or more units with Valnino in its card name, all of your units with Valnino in their card name gets 5,000 power. If you have 5 or more of your units, 5 or more, and your opponent is Vanguard, grade 3 or greater, grade 3 or greater, this unit gets +1 critical. At the end of the battle, when your unit was attacked, and was not hit, if you played a blitz, order that battle, draw a card. If you did not, okay, that makes sense. But being at triple rares, very awesome. Alrighty, we're moving on to our next pack. We're pretty much moving along with these things. Here's another Silver Thorn Beast. It's a grade 1 version of that unit. Ooh, that's the start I just pulled from my other box that I did off stream. I think I pulled this one too. But I'm going to show you anyways. So with this one, it's a front row. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, it's kind of like one of those meteor type of cards that can do something. We also have Earth Elements. That's a draw trigger. Let me fix that. There we go, so you can see it. It's a draw trigger. Well, I should look at that. That's an energy generator, I think. Anyways, moving on. Look at that. Look. Now it'd be nice if I got energy card. Ooh. Got another triple rare. Divine Sister. It's Divine Sister. I think that's a long one to read, so we're gonna skip that part and move on to our next pack, as we are getting towards nearing out the end of the pack opening. Welcome, Nomak, to Deco. Welcome to the Trouble Stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the pack openings as much as I am. On to the next pack, guys. And then once I'm done, I'll explain everything. We can move on to playing a game. Looks like we got a second one, so we don't have to worry about going through that again. Resolve to sing until the end. Not worry about that. Or that. Or this. Or that. Ooh. This one looks interesting. Check it out. That's a double rare from what I'm seeing. If your ore zone and job zone is a total of 3 or more meteorite cards this unit gets 2,000 attack or 5,000 defense. If it's energy bonus 3, choose up to 3 meteorite cards with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your hands. Put them into the order zone. If you put 2 or more cards, you may draw a card. So okay. That doesn't really do much for me. It looks like we got ourselves a triple rare, grade 3. No, grade 2. Oh, it's one of those. If you put this in the Guardian Circle from hands, or discard from hand while riding from the right deck, can blast or energy blast, draw a card when this unit is placed in rearguard. If you persona roads this turn, can blast or energy blast, choose a grade 1 with a card without sentinel from your drop and call it to the back row. So basically it's like one of those here. I'll let you call a card from your drop zone. It will do something. It will do something for you. Looks like we got another Direful Doll. This card's not worth reading. This one looks interesting. When this unit is placed in rearguard from drop, if you have Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 10,000 power at the end of the turn. We got ourselves a super rare, guys. Look at that. That is definitely a super rare. Very nice. That is awesome. And then we got Sunbathing Dragon. Very cute card. When it's boosted, if your drop is 10 or more, Can Blast or Energy Blast, draw a card as it gets 5,000 power. So it's kind of like it does both of the blasting costs, but it pretty much gets 5,000 power to the end of the battle. And we got ourselves a Thunderbolt. So basically what we have is 4 more packs to go. And the energy cards that we pulled out so far were only 3. I still need 2 more to actually get this thing to pull out for me. So, here goes nothing. Hopefully I get an energy card out of this one. Refueling stands. It's an order card. Not gonna worry about that. Knowledge Seeking Fairy, that's a one I just read to you guys. I already have this one, I got this one. That's a weird one, if you ask me. Oh, looks like we got a second one. triple rare of the day is Dreadful Master, Direful Doll Master, which is a triple rare, I believe. Yeah, it's a triple rare. I had to be sure on it. Well, at this point, I might as well just build this deck because I keep getting Direful Doll cards. So we're down to 3 packs. Hopefully one of them has the energy card. Who did that? Who did it? Who did such thing? Tremo, how dare you? That's Chogo. Again with the Direful, so that's pretty much accurate. I've been getting the same ones. Starter! Got ourselves a starter, guys. So we got this card now. When it's placed in rear guard, if you have a Vanguard with Mascara in this card name, look at the 5 cards, the deck. Not worry about that. Triple rare, A. C. Rumble, Brave Shooter. Doesn't look like a promising card effect, so I'm not gonna do that. Alright, we're down to 2 packs, guys. We have this one, and then this one. And so far, not a single one of them has the energy card I need. 10! The grade 1 from the episode. Quite nice, quite nice. Wood Elemental Leafy. It's a heal trigger. Doesn't really do much, but hey, it helps. Yep. So we got this card again. Knight of Gentle Beauty. It's a triple rare. Not really gonna get into that because we're down to our last pack and we bit off more what we can chew today with the energy cards. This card's weak. Double rare. Ooh. Well, this pack was a dud, but there you go, guys. We just pulled our very first Faded One of ever-changing Crystal Rain. Very nice. Very nice. Unfortunately, guys, that was our last pack. And it wasn't as promising as my first pack opening, but you know, that stuff cannot be prevented. Oh yes, I was going to show you guys after the pack opening on how to build a proper deck in person. Now, saying that I have this deck, and I'm still trying to work around its card effects and such. Basically, what you're gonna have to do is build a 50 card deck. Cannot be any higher than that. Best way to do it is by watching videos and see if it helps. 5. We were 2 energy cards short, guys, so that was an unfortunate part. But I can tell you this much: when you're building a deck, you want to make sure that the cards in your deck are the same as the clan that you chose, or if you just build it offhand type of thing. So I'm going to show you guys on how to properly build a deck. This way you guys get an idea on what to look out for when it comes to building decks. Now, considering I am building a Faded One deck, the first thing I'm going to do is I have to change the sleeves for this stuff. I was missing 2, but that's okay. We'll get our chance another day. Basically what you guys need is I don't consider a well-balanced deck, but as long as you can build it. I mean, as long as you build that deck properly, it should be alright. But normally for me, it would have been like, hey, you're gonna have to build this. But no. What you're gonna need for this type of format is pretty much the energy generator, and for me, it's pretty much energy cards. If you want to use the paper ones, it's pretty much gives you that thing where it's like it kind of teaches you on how to use it, but to me it's like gotta work around it, you know. Don't worry about that. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm putting the energy cards that I got previously into sleeves, and they pretty much go in here into the deck that I'm previously going to build down the line to that Faded One. But for now, it's gonna be like one of those, okay, I'm just gonna throw this in there, and we might get the same deck booster box and see if we can get something a little bit more good out of it. I don't know when. If I do, we could do more pack openings down in the future. Right now it's just pretty much having what I got for now, and then we'll just figure it out from there. Now, considering that I have another thing here, let's see. I'm not worried about that for now. Basically, what you're gonna have to do is, when you're doing a deck build, you want to start off with your basic ride deck, which is these cards here, and energy generator and energy cards themselves. If you have that type of thing in hand. Basically, what you gotta have to do, you want to pick your best clan. It pretty much build the clan that you chose into that clan that you want. As long as it fits that clan's build that you're working towards. I'm going to actually show you guys on how to build this deck properly, because there are certain cards that don't have card effects that I can switch over to. First things first, what you gotta do is, considering I opened all the cards that I end up opening today, you pretty much want to look out for cards that have almost the same artwork as that one that you just pulled. Kind of like this card here. I think I have. So what else we have? I think I have another one in that one box anyways. I think it was this one. So yeah, as I mentioned, you want to make sure you select that clan's. I wasn't just looking for these type of things. I think I have more in the other other pack that opens. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm just gonna grab the other cards of Vanguard that I pulled. Okay, this is the other one from the other box I previously opened off stream. Just pretty much going through what I need to make this an accurate thing here. So this guys. So, I think with that, I think we're good on the cards that I pretty much found in the other pile that I have. So basically, now that we have everything, I can now show you guys. So what you're gonna do is, what I'm doing here is pretty much taking the cards that I've previously pulled. You want to make sure you switch out those cards that you just pulled, like this one here that I already have in my deck, because that is where it's going to be beneficial. So, because when you get a trial deck like these, it's not going to give you the whole card effects, because that's where you're going to have to buy the either buy the pack, the booster set, or just buy the cards individually. So yeah. As you can see, it's the same thing, but when you look at it, this one has the effect, where this one is just a casual card just to use. Like this card here. It's a normal unit that doesn't have card effects, and if you have that card that has the effects, you want to put it in that deck deck, put it in the sleeve, and you got yourself a well-functioning deck. So yeah, that's it for the ride deck, because there's not really much to look at here other than having your original 4 cards as a ride deck, energy generator, and pretty much the energy cards themselves, which I only need 2 more of anyways, which I'll probably have to buy off the website itself, or just get another box, and hopefully I will get a better result. Now that is done, because that was just all that needs. It's pretty much easy cards to replace, as long as you have the required cards to have the card effect. So yeah, since I have copies of each card that does certain things, what I'm going to do here is take those cards and replace them. Won't make any difference, because I'm going to be replacing, I'm going to be building the deck into its full power capacity, whatever. But at the same time, it's kind of like wanting to make sure that you get the best qualities of your cards. So what I'm doing here is replacing the cards that don't have that card effect with the cards that has that card effect in its placement. So yeah, if you already have it double sleeved, just take it out and replace the card that is more useful for your deck, and that's pretty much it. You just keep going on the process until you have a good functioning deck when it comes to like just building your deck to, in a way, I would say to whatever fits your playstyle, but at the same time you just gotta have that consistency of making sure the card is like a good benefit for your deck, if you know what I mean. So yeah, didn't need to do that. Sorry. Just replacing 2 more cards. So basically, it's kind of like swapping out cards from the deck that you have for better and stronger cards down the line. Before we continue the session, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves and I'll be right back. So that now it may sound simple to actually get into the game, which it can be. It depends on what type of playstyle you want, what type of deck ends up being a beneficial thing when it comes to picking a clan. There are multiple clans to choose out of. It kind of depends. It really depends. By the way, guys, I am gonna be canceling Sunday stream because I'm gonna be out doing some water rides and such. But if anything happens down that line, we might stream. But for right now, as long as the weather stays nice, we'll pretty much be out and having fun. Just to give you guys a heads up on that. So, the only thing I would say about this format is the fact that it changed a lot. it pretty much changed down that line. But yeah, Tremo, if you're interested in checking out these cards, please let me know in chat. This way we can help each other out. So I have 2 piles of cards that you can pretty much use to your clan. But yeah, for those that have missed the pack openings, do not worry. I will have there will be a YouTube video on it. So if the stream, if that but yeah, if you guys missed the Twitch stream, do not worry. I have a YouTube channel that you can check out on the video that you end up missing. I can pretty much just send it out if needed to. But unfortunately, this is like one of those things where it's just gonna be not a long streaming session, since so yeah, this one was pretty much like one of those things where we just talk about how you can build a deck based off the cards that you end up getting if you bought a booster box, or you can just pretty much order it through a website, which I would recommend TCG Player, which is where I get my stuff from. For now, this is gonna be it for the YouTube stream, even though it was short, and considering that we went over certain things, and if anyone doesn't have any questions, we can just move on to our next thing. So, like I said, if he was out on the stream, do not worry. I can pretty much post on Twitter and such, and you guys can watch it through there, and hopefully it's entertaining to you guys. But I think we're gonna call it here on the YouTube stream side of pack opening, because basically it's just like one of those things where it pretty much allows everyone to watch on what cards I get out of that pack, those packs. There were some that were great, there were some that was like kind of a hit or miss type of thing. I think down the line it's pretty much just gonna buy the cards and then just do a full-on deck builds, like a proper deck build type of thing. And then if you guys like stuff like this, just let me know and I'll do more. So, that we're gonna put this on the be right back screen, so we can go ahead and get everything set up. But first, I just wanna. Yep. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on the be right back screen, and then close out the YouTube side of it.